If you are still looking for some great luxury gift ideas for those designer lovers on your holiday list, I've got you covered. Now, when it comes to holiday shopping, it can get really expensive when you've got a lot of luxury lovers on your list because the items they like are pretty pricey. So I decided to put together a series of under $500 holiday gift guides for you all, and you all love the one that I did from Hermes so much. So today we are going to go through another set of 10 under $500 gift ideas from one of my other favorite brands, Gucci. And one of my favorite things about this list is also, just like the Hermes one, all these gifts are good for both men and women and for those that don't subscribe to either gender identity. So honestly, you can't really go wrong with this list. So starting out with number one, they have this amazing Zodiac Map printed trinket tray. Now, if you are a seasoned subscriber of this channel, you know how much your girl loves trinket trays. I have them everywhere. I have them in my bedroom. I've got them right here. I've got them like in my little dining room kitchen area. I mean, I have so many. People use them every single day. So you know that the person is going to get good use out of them. And they come in like a lot of different prints, but I haven't really seen one like this with the Zodiac map on it and the evil eye. I think this makes it really special, really unique. Instead of like your little run-of-the-mill like floral or geometric print one, which don't get me wrong, I love those, but those don't work for everyone. So if you have someone on your list that's a little different, a little bit more unique, someone that's into horoscopes and zodiac signs, things like that, this would actually be a really good option for them. And I think with that little bit of gold on it, it feels really luxurious, it feels really opulent. So I think this is a really great idea for that type of person on your list. Next up, we have arguably one of my favorite gifts on this list. And it is a set of 3 notebooks in this beautiful Tian print. Now I have to apologize if I'm not getting the pronunciation right, but I really like that Gucci has actually explained where the inspiration behind the print is on their website. Because I think a lot of designers have often drawn inspiration from different cultures and maybe not paid attention to or given credit to maybe where credit is due. So I really like that Gucci actually did that on their website. And they said that this beautiful print, which you can see in all the different colorways, is inspired by 18th century Chinese landscapes that are often depicted on like tapestries and throughout art. So I think it's beautiful. Now this set of 3 notebooks does actually come in different designs. So they have like the signature like interlocking GGs, they've got like some with Disney characters on them, but this is hands down my favorite one. I think it's really beautiful. Now one of the coolest things about this gift is that it is actually made out of a brand new eco-friendly material that Gucci created itself as like part of their commitment to like sustainability and protecting the earth and all that, called Demetra. I'm probably getting it wrong, but I watched a little like news segment about it in Italian and they called it Demetra. So according to Gucci, Demetra is made from animal-free raw materials that are primarily made from sustainable, renewable, and bio-based sources. And unlike the majority of innovative new materials, it has no impediments to scalability or limitations on volume. Additionally, as part of the house's next step in supporting a circular economy and through an extension of its Gucci Up program, Demetra scraps produced during the manufacturing process will also be upcycled and reused by Gucci. So this is great for those luxury lovers like myself that also really care about environmental impact, especially of the fashion industry. And on top of that, this gift is $440. But because it comes as a set of 3 notebooks, you can either choose to give the set of 3 to one person, or you can actually split it up and give, one to a friend here, one to a family member here, one to a colleague, or you can even give them as stocking stuffers or party favors because the cost per item ends up being greatly reduced when you kind of split it up that way. Now, if you do decide to give it as one gift, you can also get initials printed on it. So that way it's got like that nice level of personalization. It feels extra special to the person that you're giving it to, but I don't think that they can print different initials on each one because it is meant to be sold as a set. So that's only going to work if you're going to give it to one person. So clearly there's a lot to love about this item. I'm sorry that I rambled on, but honestly, I think it's one of the best ones on the gift list. So definitely check it out. Now, next up, Gucci has an incredible assortment of different candles, all that are around the $325 price point, which sounds like a lot, but I think the great thing about these candles is that you can actually burn through them. And once you burn through them, then you're left with the beautiful decorative glass. So they have a bunch, some from their older seasons, but I think they're kind of timeless in terms of like design and scent, so they would be good to give now also. but I have picked out one from their current season. You know, they've got a couple main different scents here, and I really like this one because it is green, and you all know green is one of my favorite colors. And also that the scent is like a mix of orange bitters, jasmine, and leather. And now I know that scent's probably not for everyone, but that is literally right up my alley. So I think a candle is always a well-received gift, and one from Gucci is definitely a good idea. Now for this next gift, there's honestly no way someone wouldn't like it. This is something especially that I've noticed as me and my friends get older, we love receiving these, whether it's like the holidays or our birthdays, because there's something that you don't want to spend a lot of money on yourself, but if someone else will do it for you, we are happy to receive them. Now, this is a pair of the signature Gigi pattern print socks in this beautiful neutral color. It's like nude on brown. It's available for both men and women. And honestly, it's super easy to match. It's classic Gucci, you know, it's got that branding. It's good for your logo lovers. And also right now, like higher socks are very much so trending right now. So you want your socks to show, whereas like a few years ago, you only wanted ankle socks, right? You didn't ever want anyone to see your socks. But now higher up socks are definitely in fashion. So like, why not have some luxurious Gucci ones while you're at it? Next up, we have this beautiful oval serving tray or platter in the herbarium print, which is a slightly older print. But what I love about Gucci is that this is actually a classic. Honestly, this is never going to go out of style. And I love it because it comes in so many different colors. And what's great about this tray is that, I mean, I think that a serving tray or a serving platter is a really good gift to give someone that likes to entertain, someone that hosts a lot, someone that's like the hub of all the social activities. Seriously, you can never have enough serving dishes. And because it's white with either, you know, the green or the black print, whichever one you choose, it goes really well with white china, which is what a lot of people have in their everyday life. So I think it's really nice because this tray can easily be mixed into a more casual setting or a more elegant setting. I also like that this tray is part of a much bigger assortment of matching items. So there are plates, there are bowls, there are mugs, there are, you know, there's tea service items like a little teapot and, you know, a creamer. So if you want, you can buy this as part of a much larger set, or it's a really great gift just in and of itself, you know, as the serving tray. And honestly, for $310 for like a big serving tray from Gucci, I actually think that's a really good value for money. Now we have an item that I actually think is really cool because looking at it, I realize it can actually be used in more than one way. So it is this beautiful set of playing cards for $320. Now I know $320 is an exorbitant amount to pay for a set of playing cards, but notice that these playing cards come in actually a really nice case that I am 99.99% certain can also be repurposed as a card holder. The reason I think this is because I was looking on the website at card holders and I realized that the dimensions were extremely similar and they looked almost identical. So I don't know, I think actually Gucci may have just taken a card holder and decided to repurpose it in a way that they could sell playing cards in it too. So this is kind of like a nice little 2-in-1 gift. You get the cards and you get the case, which obviously can be used just to hold the cards or to like hold your change, hold your cards when you run out, things like that. So I think this is a really nice multi-purpose gift that kind of makes your dollar go a little bit further. Now we have an item that I personally am obsessed with, and that is because I think of this as like the budget version of something that I really want. So I really like the Panthère line from Cartier, and I love the ring that has the little bit of like green gemstones in it, but it's a little bit pricey. I don't know if I'm ready to pull the trigger on a ring like that for that price. So I think that this ring at $470 is actually a really good way to kind of fill that niche, like get that cool, quirky, like gold, black, and green ring without spending like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. This price point is definitely much more in line. And I like this because it's different, right? It's not your everyday run-of-the-mill ring. So this item's really good for like your quirky friend, someone who likes to have like, you know, interesting pieces of jewelry. This is not for like your minimalist friend, right? And I mean, it's jewelry, right? Like, when is jewelry not a good gift to get? Definitely check this one out. Now, I couldn't go through a list at Gucci without putting a pair of shoes on here. But I wanted to pick one, again, that made total sense for men and women and something that is kind of foolproof, right? A lot of shoes are very specific. And specific is not what we want to go for here. We want a pair of shoes that we know is going to be like a tried and true crowd pleaser. Like there's no way that someone is not going to like these shoes. And I found them. It is this pair of interlocking GG sandals with the signature Gucci colors. Again, available for both men and women, so in their respective sizes, for only $380. I think shoes is always an incredible gift to get. I think most Gucci fans love the interlocking GG and the red and the green that kind of signifies that this is a Gucci item. And this pair of sandals can be used in so many different scenarios. It can be used like obviously at the pool, at the beach, on vacation. It's like a very summery shoe. It can also be used as like a casual running errands shoe, or if it's someone that likes to wear house slippers, this is actually a really good pair of house slippers that I think would be really nice to have, and would last for a long time. So definitely a great option. Now this next one is an item that is perfect for, I'm gonna be totally honest, like the diva in your life. The person who has everything, they're such a fashionista, right? They spend a lot of money on shopping and luxury, and it's kind of hard to buy for that type of person. Like they've got a little bit of everything, so what do you get that person? I think you get them a gorgeous silk Gucci sleep mask. Now, I also think that silk masks are a really great gift in general, whether or not it's Gucci, because having a silk mask on actually not just helps you sleep, like when you're traveling or on the go, but it also helps keep your skin moist and hydrated so it doesn't dry out. I deal with dry skin, so I've got dry skin, dry hair, so I actually sleep with silk pillowcases to help keep everything moisturized. So even though $410 is a high price tag to pay for a sleep mask, I think this is a really good item. It does also come with a little protective pouch, which is good because someone can either store the sleep mask in there or use the pouch for something else, like keep their little knickknacks in. And I really like this because you can either buy it on its own as, just the gift, just the sleep mask in and of itself, or you can also buy one of the other coordinating travel items to go with it. And I believe that Gucci actually has like a whole travel set also available on their website with some of these items, but there are matching pajamas, there are slippers, I think it's also a fan, and there's also an inflatable like travel neck pillow, which I just have to say, like that is also an incredible item, and I believe it's also under $500 because, I know that like a silk inflatable travel neck pillow seems extra, but again, for those of us with like dry hair, dry ends, sleeping on silk helps keep everything moisturized, and so you don't get like that abrasion like kind of messing up your hair. So I think those are some really great options for you. And finally, we have yet another item from their Herbarium collection, which is this beautiful bee incense burner for $325. So I am a huge fan of this because I think it's first off just like a really cute whimsical item with like the bee on top. I think even when incense isn't being burned, it's a really nice decorative piece that you can put, on your shelves or like on a dresser somewhere. It's really cute. And I really like kind of like this juxtaposition of like the classic, floral print topped with like the more whimsical bee, right? It's a little bit different. Like it's for someone that kind of like lives off the beaten path, which I really like. Like I like to have some more quirky items at home. So I think this is really cute. And for the incense stick refills, they're honestly not that bad in terms of price relative for Gucci at only $80 each. And they have a wide variety of scents available and are constantly adding new ones. So, the person has a lot of different scents to try from over time. And also, if they don't want to buy Gucci scent stick refills, they can buy regular ones that cost way less. They don't have to do the Gucci ones. So they have some flexibility there. So overall, I think that is a really good item to try. So that wraps up the list of under $500 luxury gifts from Gucci that you can give to your loved ones this holiday season. Now, if you enjoyed this gift guide, I would love if you could just give this video a little like, just give it a little thumbs up down in the corner below. And also, if you haven't already, what are you doing? Subscribe to my channel so that way you can get all my latest content about all things shopping, including some more holiday gift guides delivered straight to you. Thank you again for watching. My name is Lily, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye, everyone.